Hey guys, what's up? Yes, I know the lighting is not ideal. Sorry. This camera really needs some help with, I don't know if we need a flash thing or whatever, or if maybe I got the settings wrong, but it really doesn't seem to do well if there's not bright light around. Sorry, I'm just going to have to deal with it. Anyway, I know this is not the martial arts video. I did record them. The files are freaking corrupted. The sound's all effed up. I gotta do it all over again. I will. Don't worry. But I wanted to talk about some stuff real quick. A few hours ago, while on my job, I heard on the radio about what's going on in Maine. How right now, some of you guys would know that in Maine they had approved same-sex marriage. And now, I think within 2 weeks' time, they're allowing people to vote on whether they're going to keep that measure or whether they're going to repeal it. So, as I'm sure you guys guessed, there is a whole lot of work being done by some rather bigot types to repeal it, as well as a huge effort to, keep it. I'm sure you guys already know my stance on this. I hate bigotry in all forms. So for those of you who happen to be in Maine who actually have a fucking conscience, for those of you who actually, aren't bigots, do whatever it takes to support this measure. Same-sex marriage should be legal. If one person is able to marry whoever the hell they want, then everybody should be allowed to marry whoever the hell they want. Notice what I said, whoever the hell they want. Humans with humans. Don't let these bigots try to confuse the issue by talking about if we let them get married, then people let them marry chickens. Fuck you, it's not the same thing, and you know it. So, yeah. Now, this of course is not addressed to the bigots because I know nothing's going to change your mind. Bigots are bigots. There's not really anything you can do to try to show these people that you're trying to F with the lives of other human beings. And if you, as a human being, are trying to say that another human being doesn't deserve the same rights as you, then you are scum. Period. I'm still amazed at the fact that this country allows such people to actually have a say and actually influence things in this country. A country that's supposed to be all about equality and freedom for all. Yet they allow bigots to masquerade as groups trying to bring some type of moral values, and yet they're trying to inject their poison into the way things are run in this country. All in the name of some supposed democracy. And also, they love fooling people with the names they pick, like the Foundation to Preserve Marriage. It's just another fun, fancy way of saying we want to make sure that these people over here can have the rights to marry people, but we don't want these people over here to have the rights. That's really all it is. It's just bigots trying to force their bigoted views and make it into law. And this country, for all its talk about freedom and equality, allows such groups to exist and influence things politically. This is shameful. I don't care how much people try to defend it, it's shameful. So for those of you in Maine who actually have a conscience, you know what to do. Make sure that measure stays. I'm a heterosexual man saying that this measure must pass because I have a freaking conscience. And by the way, there are groups that in Maine that they need campaign funding and all that type of stuff to help bring awareness about this. If you guys have a little bit of extra cash, and I know that's kind of rare in this particular economy, including myself, but if you have anything to spare, give it to them. They said they'll accept everything from a penny to $500. So, but enough of that. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to start seeing on YouTube a whole lot of videos once again talking about how bad this is. It's going to be like the California Prop 82 thing all over again. Guy, Maine, please don't be another California, alright? I heard that Maine is supposed to be filled with, open-minded and fair-minded people. But then again, California was supposed to have been, and look what happened there. But I'm sure we're going to be seeing the usual bigots on YouTube making videos about do whatever it takes to keep Maine from allowing, homosexuals to get married. I'm pretty sure even, everybody from, I don't know, Crazy 316 and whoever else is going to make videos on that. And for those of you who are trying to, say that, oh, we're trying to preserve marriage, I will bring the same question that I did way back when we were talking about the California issue. What exactly do you mean by traditional marriage? Because we have redefined what marriage is throughout the centuries. Originally, it was just a way to keep women subjugated and serve the man. And that slowly, very slowly, been changing over time. Because there's still some marriages in this country where the woman still has to be subservient, particularly religious ones. Now, for those of you guys who have seen Crazy's videos where I happen to have asked him that question, and them trying to twist it around saying that, oh, no, the Bible teaches equality. It's bullshit. All you gotta do is check my videos on the matter. You guys know it. In fact, yeah, you know what? I'm putting the links on the side. Check out my vids. Check out Crazy's old vids on the matter. You guys tell me, who's being right here? Religion has always stated that marriage is about basically women having to obey and serve men. That's the traditional marriage. I doubt you'll find any civilized human being who actually has a conscience pushing that type of marriage today. These days we happen to think that we have a little bit more of an enlightened mind, including religious people. Yet when I point out that the traditional marriage was one of subjugation for women, they go ape shit, despite the fact that that's what their Bible is saying. And they'll do all sorts of, verbal and mental gymnastics to try to prove what I'm saying wrong, but it's not wrong. It's in the fucking Bible. But I don't really need to go into it. I already did a whole bunch of freaking videos explaining verse for verse what the Bible actually teaches about marriage. If you don't believe me, read it for yourselves. That's all I have to say. Read it for your freaking selves. You don't gotta talk about interpretations or any other type of shit that I've been accused of. Just read it for yourself. You will see that I'm not pulling this out of my ass. Marriage, and especially religious marriage, women and men are not equal. These days, we happen to try to say that, oh, men and women are equal. So, if you truly are about traditional marriage, that means you're all about subjugating women in these type of situations. Even Crazy 316, even though he was trying to say that I was wrong in that, in his own argument, he states that women are supposed to follow men because men are naturally leaders and women are supposed to follow them. So he pretty much proved my argument for me. Despite what his followers are saying that he proved me wrong. No, he proved me right. Just because he tried to change the point later on to, oh, men and women are equal under God. Nah, that's not what I was arguing. I was arguing whether men and women were equal in marriage and in society according to religion. According to that, if you go by those points, the answer is they're not. And quite frankly, if we want to argue the point of whether they're equal under the eyes of God, well, that's not really true either. But that wasn't the crux of my argument. Anyway, yeah. God, people in Maine, if you have a conscience, you know what to do. Those of you who also want to talk about this whole shit about preserving traditional marriage, go and check my original videos to see exactly what you're defending when you talk about traditional marriage, and realize that we've been changing the definitions of it over time as our values have improved and our morality has been more adjusted to be more humane. This is just another step at making things more humane, allowing people who want to get married to get married. Period. Oh, and by the way, as an aside, since I'm talking about my older videos on the subject, a while back, somebody alerted me that one of Crazy's followers had made a video claiming that not only did he defeat me in the debate, which was bullshit, but that I lied about the circumstances. I let that slide, but I'm just saying here right now to that idiot, in case he's watching this, if I fucking lied about it, why is it that in the freaking comment section it proves your video's wrong? Under that video, where I first addressed him. If you look in the comment section, you see that you're completely wrong. I didn't lie about how things happen. Plus, if you look at the very fucking beginning of my video, you will see in the fucking annotations, I point out exactly what happened. And I did that the very next day that the debate began. There was no lie. Ugh. But of course, it's interesting how the people who accuse others of lying simply are trying to twist the truth in order to support their own ridiculous dogmatic beliefs, just to make themselves look good. And me, on the other hand, the one who actually isn't twisting anything around, who just simply says, look at what their Bible says, I'm being told that, I'm twisting things around and twisting things in my own interpretations. I love how they love projecting this shit like that. But that's just an aside. I'm ranting now, and I don't want to keep ranting. I got to keep my mind on the road, so That's it. People in Maine, you know what to do. And for those people who want to keep talking about traditional marriage, go back to my vids on the side and see what you're actually supporting. And then ask yourselves, is that the type of marriage you really want? If you have any sense of morality these days, I doubt it. I really doubt it.